A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hi everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. Then on Friday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And looking at the Jazz matchup, that one's going to be their 7th game of the season. Almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
And the starting group for Chicago. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. And it's Rose in at the 1. And for the Grizzlies, we've got Jaren Jackson. Also Edey out there. Williams is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Pippen in at the 2. Now here's White. Rose outside. Tries the spin move. The rebound by Edey. And here's Memphis. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year. Jackson surveying the D. To the inside. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Jackson. And now that this new season is underway, Grant, how critical is it to get off to a good start?
Well, B.A., it's so important, but not the end-all, be-all. It's a long season, plenty of time to build towards your goal. You're going to have some setbacks along the way, but just keep your head down and keep pushing forward.
Rose. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Here's Morant going inside. Rose grabs the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Oh, boy, what control and poise from Rose. Taking the hit like a champ and just powering right through it.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. To the middle. Here's Edey. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
Outside White. Down low. Out to Rose. Inside. Now here's White. Tight defense on him. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vucevic. And let's use this time to take a look at the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, Derrick Rose.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
Outside, Williams. Here's the pick. To the paint. Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Rose against Morant. Pass to Buzelis. Dosunmu outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. Here's Rose. Connects on the foul line jumper. Rose has got 6. So it's the Grizzlies now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
You know, sometimes you just don't match up with a team no matter what you do, and it starts to feel like quicksand.
Yeah, it wasn't a close one, and sometimes that's the kind of loss you'd rather have because it really gets the attention of your players.
Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. Memphis, 4th.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Here's Jackson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just too much. Jaren Jackson Jr., a physical big.
And, Coach, you look at Vince Williams. That 7-foot wingspan is a difference maker defensively.
It sure is, Brian. He disrupts a lot of offensive action, both on and off the ball, forcing turnovers and blocking shots.
A big strength of Rose. He has spent lots of time on becoming a better shooter, and it shows.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. Driving in. Pippen, no good.
Well, he changed his shot on the approach, and it threw him off. He might have been trying to draw a foul.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Wow. Rose looking just as tenacious as ever. He isn't intimidated by the close D at all.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And so Rose knocks them both down.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
To the inside. Here's Edey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Edey's got 6.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Rose, the pass to Dosunmu. Up top, Vucevic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Working it to Vucevic, and he does not hesitate.
Jackson outside. Moran against Rose. Spins. Left side, Moran. Outside, Williams. 5 to shoot. And Moran gets it to go on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight. The Bulls have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Rose up top, pounded by Moran. Dosunmu with it, working on Williams. Back to Rose. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Herder's checked in for Dosunmu.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, number 13, Kevin Herter.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. Pass to Edey. Now Morant. And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And so it's Rose with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They trail by 3. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The kick out to White for 3. Sinks it from distance.
Laser focus from White. The moment that pass was headed to him, he was ready.
Jackson outside. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls have got 6 of 8 shots to go. Here's Herter. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Morant. Really struggled in the loss against Orlando. Can't hit it from 12 feet. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Memphis trailing here. Inside. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Here's Rose, coming off a solid outing against Oklahoma City. Recently, player health has been the big talking point around the Memphis Grizzlies stand.
Yeah, B.A., look, and it's really a shame. to have such a talented, dynamic team have to deal with all those constant what-ifs and have their seasons so affected by things outside of their control. It's tough.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
Memphis making a switch here. Aldama's checked in, and the Bulls also making a change. Collins, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Rose against Morant. There's the drive, and he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Zach Collins. Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. The Grizzlies on offense. All right, now a timeout called by Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
Morant, the pass to Jerome. Now here's Morant. He's guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. And then Morant with the jam!
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Now here's Rose. 10 points for him. Outside White. Misses the 3.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Wells. There's the triple. Collins with the rebound. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Rose outside. Pass to Herter. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. Rose has got 4 assists now tonight.
And passes like this demonstrate Rose's unselfish attitude, which is why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Now here's Morant. 12 points for him. Here's Buzelis. Down low, and stolen by Clark. Here we go. Here's Aldama. Pass to Wells. Over Buzelis. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Aldama.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Bulls trail by 4. Here's Rose. Jerome grabs the miss. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Wells. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, the threat of Ja scoring really opens up the opportunity for assists.
White finds Rose. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And that one is hammered home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Jerome. He's coming off a 19-point game against Orlando.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now here's Morant. 4-point game. Here's Rose. And a missed layup. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And it's Morant off the drive. Jacks up a three. Aldama, no good. Chicago with the ball. Here's Rose. Banked it in off the glass. Rose has got 14.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now here's Morant. Here's the three. No good there.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is...
Now here's Rose, tightly guarded. Fades. And there it is for him. 16 points for him.
And this is a vintage night from Derrick Rose. It's like we're back in 2011, his MVP season.
To the middle. Stolen by Collins. Now Rose. 16 points for him. Collins outside. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the three ball.
Pass to Jerome. Here's Edey. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking. The Grizzlies 4th.
Now, we all know they didn't allow any easy buckets last season. I mean, their defense was tremendous, and the rim protection was just outstanding.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Williams.
Oh, some explosive stuff from Rose right at the rim, showing these young boys how ferocious he can still be.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Jerome passes to Jackson. Here's Edey, covered by Vucevic. And it's Edey missing. Chicago trailing here. The drive by Rose. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. Jerome passes to Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Jerome, guarded by Rose. Jackson can't get it to go. Here are the Bulls with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Now here's Rose. He's guarded closely. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
Smart play from Rose, getting up close to the basket for a high percentage look.
The Grizzlies have gotten half their shots to fall in the second, 8 for 16. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Chicago's ball.
A minute 22 left to play in the first half of basketball. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Rose has got 22.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Williams passes to Pippen. Jackson outside. From the arc. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep, Rose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. .43 seconds left in the first half.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Right side, Williams. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. No good on that one.
2 shots.
He hits the 2nd from the line. And Chicago has possession. Pass to Rose. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. And here's Dosunmu. The 3. Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for Chicago, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. We'll be right back.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, please don't fix it.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
And
thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You got to give him credit.
All right, Stan, if you had it your way, who would you want to see in the dunk contest?
Well, Brian, look, I want to go back to the glory days when the most recognizable guys in the game were the ones that participated. Michael Jordan, Dominique Wilkins. I think if we could get guys like Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, that would be fantastic. But it's got to be the names out there that people know.
Jackson out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Pippen in the 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, we know he can space the floor, but Jackson is still at his best in the paint.
Here's Buzelis. Back to White. Here's Rose. And he drives in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Ja Morant picks one up.
And if you're the defense, you can't let Rose run all over you because you will be forced to foul.
And he makes the first. And so Rose knocks them both down.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derrick still has a passion for the game.
Oh, there's the alley. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Pippen. Here's Edey. Williams on the wing. Now here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, good touch from Jackson Jr. Ready to score inside when given these opportunities.
Back to White. It's picked off. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Morant with it. DeSumo picks him up, and he's able to get it back. Outside, Williams. For the tie. Unable to get that one. Good D by Rose. And the Bulls shooting around 50% of the game so far.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Jackson down low. He's covered by DeSumo. Jackson can't get it to go. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Rose against Morant. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And the Grizzlies call time here. Right around 3 minutes into this 2nd half. Down low. Here's Edey. Oh, he drains it. His 6th making 9 tries so far.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through. Morant with it. He's got 14. Pass to Jackson. 3rd quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. In transition, here they come. Here's Rose, plenty of space. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And now a 6-point Bulls lead.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Outside Morant. Back to Jackson. Morant looking for an opening. Lets a floater go. Rose grabs the board. Rose has got 4 rebounds now. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this kind of 6th slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8-point game. Right side, Williams. Pass to Pippen. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Rose.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Oh, the teardrop falls in. Rose has got 14 points now in the 2nd half.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Pass to Edey. And here's Jackson. Here's Pippen. Back to Jackson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Rose. Got it. Good job in the low post. Rose has got 38 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Morant, no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Lets it go from deep. The three-pointer is down, Ja Morant.
Well, it's only his 2nd 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, The second half is a great time to do it.
And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
Great box out. Walled him off and hauled it in.
Rose with it, guarded by Morant. Outside White. Morant against Rose. Back to White. Shoots. Memphis with a rebound.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Here's Jackson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jackson's got 8 points.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
Pass to Rose. Three-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Jackson outside. Morant with it from deep. Knocks it down from distance. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Pass to Williams. Back to Jackson. Here's Edey. He's got 12. And there's the screen. Here's Pippen. No good with the triple. Chicago leading by 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Chicago, they've gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Rose with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. They get it back, and then Vucevic slams it in.
Yeah, still one of the league's best rebounders. Vucevic extending the possession.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Jerome on the wing, guarded by Rose. Jerome passes to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Rose. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Rose has got 40 points.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Jackson with a screen on White. Here's Pippen. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Rose. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. And it's a 6-point Bulls lead.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Jerome passes to Clark. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Aldama. Rose grabs the board.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
To the paint. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Rose has got 44.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Rose. Clark outside. And again, Memphis no good. And White has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. A minute and a half left in the third. Rose outside. to the left side wing. And stolen by Jackson. Pass to Jerome. Another miss. Boy, they're in a funk right now. Bulls leading by 8. There's Herter with the 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Rose has got assist number 7 tonight. Here's Pippen. He's got 5. Here's Jerome. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Herter.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Vucevic, the pass to White. Rose right side. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Here's Jerome. And the layup is good off the glass. Jerome's got his first basket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Rose. He's got 44. It's tipped. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls out in front, up by 12. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along.
Guys, good job hitting ahead. That means we're running, which is good.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Moran against Rose. Oh, sweet move. Jams it in off the great move.
Even in the later stages of his career, Rose still possesses considerable speed, a real threat to penetrate and score.
Grizzlies trail by 13. Knocks it loose. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
The shot by Buzelis is no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. And the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
Now here's Rose. That one rolls around and rims out.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
First free throw is good. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Williams is checked in for Memphis. Desumu outside. 4-3. It's not going to go for him.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Jackson can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 15. Rose outside. Beyond the arc. Here's Vucevic. The kick out to White. Back to Rose. 5 on the clock. Desumu up top. White for 3. Counted from distance. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Pass to Edey. To the inside. Outside for Moran. Takes the 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 15 here tonight. White finds Rose. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by White. And the dunk by Jackson.
I mean, big-time finish from Jackson. He is a force out there.
And so it's Rose who brings up the ball for Chicago. Into the lane. Again! What an avalanche!
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Grizzlies trail by 18. Now Morant. Over Rose. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Rose. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about. Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Rose, the pass to White. Rose against Morant. Rose outside. Over Morant. Rose can't connect. Jackson with it. Picked up by Rose. Here's Morant. No luck on that one. Good D by Rose. Bulls leading by 16. Good. He hits again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, Morant just continuing to assert himself offensively.
Rose, the pass to White. Down low. And stolen by Morant. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. .144 left in the 4th quarter. Rose against Morant. Rose outside. Shoots over Morant. Rose with the bucket. Rose has got 11 points in the quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Bulls.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And they picked.
That's the end of the game. Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event. Introducing the star.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Suggs out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Carter in at the center, filling out the middle.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that.
17-foot shot on the way. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Coach Billy Donovan.
Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. First one falls for him. Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved. Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Outside Rose. Right of screen. Rose kicks to White. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Man, you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Rebounded by Vucevic. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. It's a three-point game. Rose against Banchero. Here's Buzelis. No good on the three. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. There's Wagner with the three. The Magic again can't hit.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Vucevic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great defense that time from Banchero. And it's Giddey in the corner. The Magic again can't hit. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Chicago making a switch here. Collins is checked in. And our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. You take a look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
Now here's Rose. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Down low, clock at 6. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Buzelis with the ball. He's covered by Banchero. Rose passes to Dosunmu. Rose against Giddey. Inside, here's Buzelis. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Sometimes a pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Giddey, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Trying to get open is Carter. And Giddey gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's White. Last game we saw him score 13. Pass to Dosunmu. Rose against Giddey. Out to White. It's deflected. Up top, Giddey. Defended by Dosunmu. Banchero, a screen for Giddey. To the paint. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Rose. And it's sent back by Carter. Pass to Giddey. Latre. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Giddey's got 7.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to talk to his guy. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 4. And here's Collins. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered by Suggs. Rose scanning the floor. Here's Dosunmu. And that time, also a missed shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now, here's Banchero. Carter with the screen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Buzelis.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Smith checked in for the Bulls. Kevin Huerter comes in for Dosunmu. Blacks checked in for Orlando. Giddey against Rose. To the middle, here's White. And he banks in the layup. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now here's Giddey. He has 7. Banchero outside. Carter with a screen on Huerter. To the inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Rose against Giddey. Rose, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and just flat out choked him. And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Rose, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Giddey. Banchero against Smith. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Rose against Giddey. Back to Rose. And Rose throws it down hard.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Magic leading by 7. Black the pass to Carter. Back to Black. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm. His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Wagner passes to Black. Wagner against White. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Chicago making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. Isaac misses.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Pass to Rose. Pulls from the top of the key, and he gets it to go. Rose has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Carter with a screen on Herter. Here's Banchero. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Smith with it. Isaac picks him up. Smith the pass to Rose. Driving inside. And Rose throws it down hard.
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Black. He's covered by Rose. Down low. And then Carter with the dunk.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And here's Rose. 10 points for him. And Herter gets it to go.
And Herter's confidence is really impressive. He believes every 3 he takes is going in.
And Rose throws it down hard.
Save that one. Boys, I'm going to want to see that a few times.
Oh, me too, right? Jaws on the ground all over this building.
Like, what? That looked like something you see in a dunk contest. The confidence to pull it off in the game, that's impressive.
Here are the Magic now. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Carter with a screen on Herter. Shot clock at 6. They get it again. Carter kicks to Isaac. No good with the triple. Bulls trail by 4. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
That's tipped. Here's Black. He's defended by Herter. Wagner wide open. No good on the triple. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Memphis. Rose gets the bucket. Now just a 2-point Magic lead.
And as long as he retains that great explosion in his legs, Derrick Rose will be a factor around the rim.
Pass to Carter. Now Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Orlando making some changes. Banchero's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Suggs in for Black. Here's Dosunmu. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And so in the game for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Jalen Suggs is out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 spot. Rose against Suggs. Pass to White. Back to Rose. 5 on the clock. Over Suggs. And that one hits back iron.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
Now for an update on Vucevic's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some information from the Bulls' head athletic trainer. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. He's definitely out for the rest of tonight, and he'll probably need some recovery time beyond that. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
My. And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 3-point game. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious. And one of the all-time high risers at the point guard position, Derrick Rose can still throw it back.
Pass to Suggs. And it's off from three-point range. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. And finished off by Rose.
And when he sets his mind to it, Derrick Rose is able to attack and finish through contact about as well as anybody in our league.
Giddy with it. Oh, Giddy in position. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
The Magic trail by 3. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
You see yourself on the screen? You should
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now at the break of the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. 5th on the list, the Magic.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Like the pass to be Thompson. Wagner on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. Here's Banchero. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's Rose with the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Black. To the paint. Banchero. Missed inside. And here are the Bulls now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. It's tipped. They get it back. Count that one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Magic.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Okoro. Knocks down the step-back J. Okoro's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Banchero passes to be Thompson. Kicks it out to Banchero. Another miss by Banchero. The Bulls leading. Rose with the ball. 22 points for him.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
Pass to Suggs. 14 feet away. Collins grabs the miss. And the Bulls with possession. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Rose can't hit. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Suggs. 17 points in his last outing. They get it back. For 3. Drills it from outside. Black's got 5 points so far.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Rose dishes to Okoro. Rose against Suggs. Now here's Rose. Defense right on him. Here's Okoro. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Going inside. And Suggs throws it down.
Using that momentum to just prepare for liftoff. Suggs for a problem on the drive.
Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got the game tied up here for Chicago.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Wagner passes to Bitadze. From deep, Rose with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. 17 seconds left in the first half. And Giddey gets it to go.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Now here's Rose. Outside, White. Off target from outside. And so it's Josh Giddey making things happen for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. In the Eastern Conference, Derrick Rose.
If you look at his production at the point guard position, balancing scoring and playmaking, just like my man Kenny back in the day.
Oh, you're too kind, big fella, too kind. Also nice just watching this guy ball out nightly.
Well, you're not that good. I just this game reminded me of one of your games.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Chicago trailing And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Jalen Smith. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's White in at the shooting guard. Here's Banchero. It's blocked. Here's Rose over Giddey. Rose gets the bucket. Rose has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
And the quickness and acceleration of Derrick Rose, even with a simple dribble move, he can leave defenders stuck to the floor.
Pass to Banchero. Inside, here's Carter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Carter's got 6.
And out of pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
Bounce pass from Rose. And White kicks to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Back to White. Over Suggs. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game. Pass to Banchero. Giddey against Rose. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 19 points.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
And here's Rose outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Giddey against Rose. Dosunmu, the pass to Rose. Now here's Dosunmu. He's covered closely. Pass to Buzelis. Trains the three-pointer. Buzelis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Giddey against Rose. 13 feet away. Giddey, no good.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Suggs. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Magic have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Zach Collins checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Suggs. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Rose passes to Dosunmu. The three-pointer, no good. Magic have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Banchero kicks to Giddey. Banchero outside. Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Let's look at the stats for White. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 19 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
5 to shoot. On its way from Rose for 2. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post. Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Here's Rose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Josh Giddey.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Good on both. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Got a piece of it. White against Suggs. Banchero.
And how about Banchero showing some passion there, going in hard and finishing right at the rim.
Here's Rose. Whoa, look out!
Goodness.
Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. White with the double team. Back to Giddey. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
And Rose throws it down hard.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Pass to Giddey. There's Wagner with the 3. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 4 assists now tonight. Here's Rose. There's the drive, and Rose throws it down hard.
And Rose, an absolute assassin when he strings together moves like that.
Here's Banchero. From outside, off the mark. Rose against Giddey. Outside Rose. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Rose has got 36.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Giddey. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So for the Bulls, Collins comes in for Jalen Smith. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Dosunmu. And a change for the Magic. Anthony Black's checked in for Jalen Suggs. Orlando leading. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And the foul on Rose. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Back to Black. Giddey with the screen on White. A nice shot by Black. Black's got 7 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Fourth, the Magic.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
The first one falls.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Both good from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Poke loose. It's stolen by Rose. Lobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. The Magic trail by 3. Pass to Black. Banchero outside. Wagner from long range. Rosales grabs the board. Here's Rose. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence.
Just 5 to shoot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paulo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Goga Bitadze is checked in for Orlando. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Wagner. Rose dishes to White. Rose sets the screen for White. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, and Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Bulls have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Williams is checked in for Rosales. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
It's stolen by White. Outside Rose. Shot on the wing. Another one goes. Incredible.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Giddey. Kicks it out to Banchero. And the 3 off target. The Bulls leading by 7. Right at the free throw line. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. To the left wing. Banchero screen on White. Ball's knocked loose. Back the pass to Isaac. 6 to shoot. And Giddey gets it to go.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
There's Rose with the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Rose has got 55.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Back the pass to Bitadze. to the middle. Here's Banchero. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williams, a screen on Giddey. Floats it up for Williams. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Threading the needle there effortlessly. Rose, truly a pro when it comes to running that pick and roll.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Up top, Giddey. He's covered by Rose. Collins against Giddey. And he makes good on the layup. Giddey's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Bounce pass from Rose. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Bulls out front. They're up by 9. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the loads. It's not just...
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Magic trail by 9. So on the floor for Orlando. And it's small and power forward. It's Wagner and Isaac. Black is out there with Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. The Bulls shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Magic shooting at 51%. Really solid. Suggs against Rose. And Suggs throws it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And Suggs throws it down.
A glance around the floor pays off, and Wagner spots the open man.
Here's Rose, and it's sent back by Isaac. Pass to Suggs. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Suggs has got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Bulls. They've led by as many as 11 points. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Rose, a screen on Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dosunmu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
At the line for the Bulls, Ayo Dosunmu. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Chicago. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Okoro in for Williams. Both free throws good from Dosunmu. The Magic trail by 4. Wagner outside. Plays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That one good for 2. Rose has got 57 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Wagner outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, it's the 8th time they'll take the floor in this fledgling season. They'll be prepared for a tough one there. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Rose can't hit. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Isaac to tie it up. It's rebounded by Herter. Bulls have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Here's Dosunmu. At 3 off the mark. Magic have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth, though. Pretty nice efficiency there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Rose against Suggs. To the paint. And Isaac throws it down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Rose. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Wagner. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Suggs kicks to Black. Isaac a screen. Black the pass to Isaac. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. And got it! Another basket.
A 60-piece. Goodness. And it's not his first of the season.
Well, he is tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. Just incredible. The Bulls leading by 4. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Free throw drops for Rose. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. And the Magic making a change here as well. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Both free throws good from Rose. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Black. Pass to Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Bruce Ellis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Bounce pass from Rose. Goes up on the wing. And there's Bruce Ellis on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
And really good habits paying off for Suggs. He's finding shots and drumming up points for his squad.
Pass to Herter. Takes a 3. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's Black. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from way outside. Rose with the rebound. Rose has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Herter. For the 3. Connects from 3-point range. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Always finding a way to get the ball in the hoop. Herter can spot up all over the place.
Here's Suggs. And the layup's good off the glass. Suggs has got 11 points in the quarter.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And here's Rose outside. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Black kicks to Carter. Pass to Isaac. Down low. Suggs uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Bulls lead.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Rose passes to Herter. Misses the 3.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Suggs with the ball. He's defended by Herter. Isaac kicks to Suggs. Jam by Suggs.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Rose against Suggs.
Yeah, easy call.
Second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for Chicago,
And he knocks down the first one. Zach Collins checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Isaac Okoro. Paolo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. Josh Giddey comes in for Black. Giddey the pass to Carter. And he comes up with the deuce. 12 points for Wendell Carter.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Suggs with the steal. Banchero with the ball. And it's Buzelis picking him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago leading. Now Collins. Here's Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And here is Giddey. The rebound by Dosunmu. Pass to Buzelis. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Now it's a 6-point Chicago lead. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Back to Giddey. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Giddey's got 13 points in the second half. Rose with the ball. Defended by Giddey. And it's White missing.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Here's Banchero. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Bulls. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
The Magic trail by 4. Giddey with it. Suggs looking around. Wagner outside. Clock at 6. Off target with his 3. Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Buzelis. Over Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Banchero kicks to Wagner. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over in the corner, White. Rose against Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Now here's Giddey. Now Carter. He can't get that one. Collins with some nice D.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Wagner against Rose. Outside, White. Takes the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Pass to Banchero. And the foul on Rose. That will be foul number 5 on him. Chicago on defense. They lead by 7. Here's Giddey. Count that one.
Stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment. And really just a great rhythm at the line. Whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
It's tipped and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. The Magic trail by 4. inside. Banchero inside. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Banchero's got 25 points. Pass to Dosunmu. Here's Buzelis. Lets it go with a 3. The shot comes out. Now Banchero. Defended by Dosunmu. And Chicago shooting 40% in the 4th. Bounce pass from Rose. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. You wouldn't know they were down from what he was talking about. He was positive with the team. He was calm. He said he wanted to keep them focused. It's a pretty good approach, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And he commits the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 4-2.
We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Fourth personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Warriors, Derrick Rose. Taking 2 points.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He knows every possession is critical now. .29 seconds left in the 4th. Here's Giddey. That shot off. Nice D from Rose. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Moving both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But, hey, never say never. And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now, our player of the game, Derrick Rose.